The Parliament of Ghana is alive and working. Let nobody mislead, misinform, or disinform you and the country. The democratic system we adopted and enacted, as captured in the Constitution 1992 and fleshed out in various laws, processes, procedures, and practices, is what has been triggered, and it is working. Let us allow it to work.
Video ya ye Speaker of Parliament Alban SK Bagbin ono ana okasa ye press conference a so in the nina efamente me ho ase a so mrahye bedwem na ye firi ho a ye betie asema yera Sam Jonah nso kan na osei oman Ghana mu ohaw na ye wo mu no enye mpaebo ana ebetimi aso ano ye di asemi emu intremu ebebremu ya me de kaseboti awa ebeso mu imidiane abena ahen. Mrahye bedwem nini na efa ne oye minority anase majority ye hwe na wochi kakra etwemu esasemi ya ade omo di ho akoniaba ye pa na nansen speaker ebeka ase ewo se omo ye hyiemu na san hyiemu no omo ebeye no nyame ya adoma ochina ana omo de san hyiemu no ebe hyehye so na ne speaker eye press conference yen hwe na yenkotie insema ekoso ewo ho.
As one of the protagonists in this matter and a long-time practitioner, it will be a disservice not to respectfully draw your attention to some of the facts, principles, and ethics of politics and governance, the practice and procedures of Parliament, and what is generally referred to as parliamentary law, to throw light on some aspects of the matter and to clarify the considerations that underpinned my actions. The current brouhaha may be likened to a power play between the arms of government, and it has the potential to undermine our democracy and the authority of Parliament. Its outcomes could subvert Ghana's constitutional order and the democratic system. Ghanaians have toiled, sacrificed their lives, and shed blood to establish for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, recent acts of the judiciary and executive, and I see them as interference in the workings of Parliament, pose a direct challenge to the essence, jurisdiction, authority, powers, and functioning of the esteemed institution of Parliament, which is the repository of the sovereign will of the people of Ghana. It is increasingly becoming clear the judiciary and the executive are seemingly colluding to weaken Parliament.
There was some song, it's too late to say that you are sorry. After you broken my heart. When I needed you to satisfy my soul. You turn your back and said,
Yefri mrahye bedwuma endra Ghana National Development Series dwumedie ekọ so na yera Sam Jonah a oyese Sam Jonah ekasa ye ewo dwumedie nase na ose yehwe ohaw ni amani a yekom ewo yeman Ghana emu a enye mpaibo na ebetimi aso ano nti se ye Ghana fo ne efin se mpaibo na ebetimi aso sa ye haw ya no a ende na ye dada ye hu yepa yenti asema yera kan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mindset of dependency is pervasive. Many Ghanaians believe that the solutions to our financial, health, and societal problems lie not in the application of mental resources, nor hard work, nor innovation, but in prayer and divine intervention. While faith is an integral part of our culture, it becomes problematic when it discourages critical thinking, personal responsibility, and accountability. Let me say, no serious observer can deny that a large number of our people believe that an effective way of solving our financial, health, and other societal problems is not by thinking and working, but by appealing to the Almighty. Where else would the notion be taken seriously that a strong economy, food security, or the eradication of preventable disease can somehow be achieved not by the use of our brains, but by praying to God and casting and binding demons? And yet, ladies and gentlemen, this absurdity gets nodded to by a large number of people when it is delivered from our populace in our country. Let us be very clear. The responsibility for the development of this country is solely ours. But ladies and gentlemen, it isn't just about religion. The challenges we face in governance are profound and deeply rooted in a rather tragic mindset.
Na yera Professor Adei so ekasai e was adwumedie na sena.
There has to be a mindset change, and we need to define the mindset, and then we should bring in identify about 50 people who will be the champions of that. We need 200 champions of the Ghana we want, and then soon it will spread like fire. And I was giving a lecture on it in Kenya, and a wiser man came to me. That's why I mentioned the 50. He says, I was younger then. He said, young man, you don't need 200. He said, say how much? He said, you need 50. And since then, I've come to the point that people like say Jonah, Yamsin, and other things, we must bring Palmer Bakla. I have a way while I'm mentioning these names, about 50 of them, and say that this is the Ghana we want. This is the Ghana we need. And quote unquote, we will give hell to any politician who is going to defy it. We need that, and then start a mindset change nationally, and then at the educational level, and we will start making a change.
Ye call American maimu a endra omo de omo abato no ehhehye so na sisi aba beto dwa se kanima mpeni eye Donald Trump ono ana wewini afi abatoi na ewo muso muguso a eye omo counting no nemom ye hwe projections a ekoso a bibia etrese ono ana wewini abatoi na no pe okasa efa ni nkunimdie eho yenti asema okan.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Aha ana emre ebema ho kwan amayede ene ye kase botiawan ebesi meda asai se oje emre ehweye me sure se obedi yechi ewe ye website ne so graphic.com.gh na wasanso afollow yen ewe ye social media handles ne so Daily Graphic Ghana ewe Facebook eni Instagram Graphic Online Ghana ewe TikTok eni Graphic GH ewe YouTube eni X. Mi a meje penye ede ene kase botiawan ebe somu immediane abena ahen makram.